God bless TikTok. God bless America. God bless Trump. God bless those that are standing for freedom and those that are standing for truth and evidence. Let's talk about a bit of truth. The term redneck actually is a 16th century or earlier term. King George, or the kings over there, used to describe the farmers, the poor farmers, as rednecks, that they always wore a red scarf around their neck. See, I see videos of people taking back their roots and their heritage and their ancestry. That is awesome. You see the videos of the Zulu warriors walking in Africa, and they're walking proud, and they're walking in their traditional garb, and they're carrying their spears and swords and all that. That's awesome. That is awesome. Your heritage and your ancestry is what makes you as an individual. If you actually go back and study your family name or bloodline or DNA, and you actually do solid research, you'll find out that every nation in the world has fought against the government, the corruption, and all these rich people that are in office. The church, Catholic Church, or the church, since the beginning of time. Even Jesus was fighting against them, standing against them. See, he was fighting with love, and he was actually came to do what his father had told him to do. And this is fulfill the laws and this perfect plan that they had laid out. See, your ancestry, your heritage, the true roots of your very name, the shields that has your name on it, the crest, or that is something that belongs to you as an individual. See, the Kirby crest, the Kirby bloodline, the Kirby name, and I'm telling you my last name, it actually comes from Scandinavia because it was actually spelled Ku or Kerby until it got to Ireland. Ireland became and then we became the Kirbys from Scotland, Ireland, and South Wales, and whatever. See, that's a beautiful thing because history is ever evolving. People move here, they conquer here, they take here, they do that, and history is always intermixing with each other. And here's the beautiful thing about America. It's the boiling pot of America. This is where the Germans, the Irish, the Scottish, the Native Americans, the Mayans, the Incans, the Africans, and all these people came together to make a nation of freedom. Not democracy, it's a republic. Remember that. We have constitutional rights and freedom. Under this flag, we actually stand for freedom and constitutional rights. Our ancestors have fought over in England and everywhere else to be free. Well, they wanted to be free, so they came here. And everybody says, oh, the Jews control the world. No, the Jews don't actually control the world. They think they do. See, Jesus still has control and power. They don't control nothing. They think they run everything. They honestly do. They honestly think they run everything. They got power, they got money, they got all this other stuff, and they think they run anything. It's funny how many people are standing up and taking their roots back. You got the Viking people dressing up as Vikings now and taking their roots back, the Scandinavians. They're taking their roots back to the actual history of what things looked like back then. You got the Zulu warriors, which I respect because the Zulu warriors were fierce. And they were a tribe to be reckoned with. They were a fierce group of people that even the British had a problem trying to actually get them under control because they never really did. It's like the Irish fight the IRA and everybody else fighting against the British rule. See, the problem is we have the kings and the queens of these worlds that are living in corruption. They are living in this demonic filth that are running the world. Why is it that Canada, Australia, and everybody bows down to the queen that is dead? To the crown. Why would you bow down to a crown that is fallen? I only bow down to one crown, and that crown is right here. That crown had thorns in it. See, it is beautiful to see people starting to recognize their history and their origin and their ancestors and saying, hey, my ancestors fought in World War II. My ancestors did this. My ancestors and my origins come from this general area. It is beautiful to see people actually looking up the truth in history. It's a beautiful thing when people start getting educated. See, it's a beautiful thing when people actually start bringing back the traditions of the old times and start dressing the traditions and start carrying themselves with honor and pride. Never let anybody take your pride and your ancestry and your history away from you. That belongs to you. Your individual history that made you you, that is yours. You can't let people take, oh, well, you're just a white person. You're just a black person. You're just this. You're just that. Don't let them put you in a box, because that doesn't work. Because the only box we belong in is right there. The people of God, the people that walk with God and walk with pride. See, we have the Crusaders, and everybody said, oh, those Crusaders were so evil and did all this other stuff. One thing they did was stood with God, and they fought and protected against those that are wanting to destroy America now, and to destroy the UK and destroy everything and make you submit by power and by the sword. They fought against that. They stood against it back then. Yes, I'm talking about the Muslim Islam people. Even back in history, they were trying to destroy UK. They were trying to destroy anything that was good of Christianity. They were trying to destroy it. See, that's the beautiful thing about the Crusaders. Yes, there were those parts of the Crusaders that were not of God. They were actually of the wrong side. They were playing on the wrong team. The Crusaders, the Templars, were honorable people, the true ones. They didn't belong to the Freemasons. They didn't belong to all these different private little groups that is running the world now. See, when you have to join a group and you have to submit your will and submit your life to these private secret groups, you're taking your ancestry, you're taking your origins, and you're throwing it away. You're taking that and throwing it away. See, when a group tells you you must come in and do these secret rituals, that is wrong. Or you have a group saying that you cannot say white power. You can't say certain things. You can't do this. You can't do that. That's taking your ancestry. That's taking your grandpas and your people that have died before you and taking their graves and spitting on them and doing nasty things on them. Because those people have died for your freedom, and they died to keep your heritage and your origin and your ancestry going. See, I look at pride when I see these people walking, the Zulus included. I look at pride when I see people walking with Viking swords and Viking axes and German walking looking like the Germans, people of the true history, not the Yahtzees, but the true German people, the true Scottish people, the true Irish people. I look at pride because people are looking at that and saying, this is who I am. This is who created me. My ancestors came together to create me. God created everything, but he put things into play, into motion, to make you who you are. I hope you look into your ancestry and accept exactly who you are. Native Americans, stand proud. Americans, period, stand proud. Don't let this nation go in to oblivion. God bless. Have a good day.